famous people related to university.
Was opened in 2014 and is worth £54 million.
Because this is an important place for students.
Dear friends, as you might have guessed, we are at the famous University of Bristol in England. We are excited that Jenny, a university representative, will give us a tour and show us around. The University of Bristol is indeed very prestigious, as evidenced by its status as one of the so-called red brick universities. This term refers to a group of top universities in England, literally universities made of red brick. There are 6 esteemed institutions in this group: Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield, and of course Bristol, which we're talking about today. At Mariardi, we're personally familiar with each university in this list, and on our channel, you can find episodes about these remarkable institutions. As always, links will be provided in the description. So let's begin our virtual tour. Welcome to Bristol.
This is one of the buildings, right?
Yes, so this is Senate House, right in the heart of our campus. It's one of the main study centres that our students use. So as I was saying, our foundation students have access to everything that our other students, our undergrads, our postgraduate students have. So mainly this is a study centre. So that means it's got several different areas within the building for quiet study, for group study, to use computers on campus, to use your own laptop. It's got lots and lots of different areas that you can choose to study in for whatever it is that you're looking for. Some people obviously need a bit of a quiet space where they don't want anyone else talking around them. Others want to collaborate and meet up with their groups. So I can't actually take you in there because, as I said, everybody has a card which grants access.
I see.
So although you were in the foyer just now, which is open to the public, and the cafe is open to the public, we're a keen part of the Bristol community generally. As you go further into the building, it's very much secure by our cards, and only staff and students will be able to.
Do you think we can just quickly go into the lobby? There's something on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's famous people related to university,
yeah? Absolutely. So throughout the tour, you might even see some more things. So these are various alumni of the university. So I don't know if you recognize him.
He's one of my favorite British comedians.
Yes, very, very funny.
He's very good,
So it just gives you a little bit of the history of the success behind the university.
And even Mr. Churchill is there.
He was our longest serving chancellor during the Second World War as well.
Really? Okay.
So yes, these that is actually a picture of university students lifting him up on their shoulders and carrying him into one of the buildings. So I'll show you the building that's taken outside in a minute.
Yeah,
so that is very, very famous. So as you can see right from the very beginning, we were founded in 1876 under a slightly different name. And we're actually one of the first universities to have allowed women in on an equal basis to men. And so as you can see in many of these items as well, there's a real kind of gender push where we're kind of really celebrating the women that.
And as a proof, first woman appointed to the senior post.
Yeah, she was in the School of Education, and we've actually got one of our buildings named after that lady.
Oh right. Okay.
So yeah, it's a really interesting wall, and as I said, throughout parts of the university you'll see more of this. So for example, Dorothy Hodgkin, she's another Nobel Prize winner. We've got 13 Nobel Prize winners associated with the university.
Wow.
So Winston Churchill is probably the most famous one. He had one. And our current Chancellor, Sir Paul Nurse, he also has a Nobel Prize.
Wow, 13 graduates of the University of Bristol have received Nobel Prizes in various fields. In my opinion, this speaks volumes about the high standards of education at this university. If you are thinking about applying to the University of Bristol or any other university, college or school in England, we at Mariardi will be happy to help you. All the hints on how to contact us are in the description. All you need to do is leave a request via the link in the description, and our managers will answer any questions you may have. And maybe you will be the 14th Nobel laureate, who knows? Back to campus.
You can see there's a cafe here, and as I said, members of the local community are welcome to use this as well.
You probably have cafes in all the buildings.
Yeah,
right?
lots and lots of cafes.
It's very convenient for students.
Exactly. And this bus that's just pulling up beside us now, that is a university bus.
Okay.
And you'll see them going around quite a lot. So they are specifically, obviously, for the university, but anyone can get them. So they're mostly used by students who are based in our halls of residence, which are slightly out of the city centre. It's still probably only about a 45-minute walk, but they do have a free bus pass, and you'll see them all the time. They're every
free
10
bus
minutes.
pass, okay.
Yeah, for the students who are based further away. Otherwise, a lot of students wouldn't tend to really use the bus that much because Bristol is a very easy to walk around city.
But it's quite hilly.
It is hilly. You do get used to the hills.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of scooters you can see, and so some people choose to use the scooters to go up the hill, so you can rent them on your phone.
Have you ever tried them?
I haven't tried them here. I've tried them in other countries.
Do you know how much they are, roughly?
I don't know for certain. I don't think they're very expensive.
Yeah. How fast do they go? 20. Straight fast. So
In a separate video, Jenny showed us how students live at Bristol. And this video is not only about dormitories, but also about everyday but very important little things in which the university provides support. A very useful video for international students. Also on our channel, you will find videos about the programs available to students and about the different departments. A separate video about the International Centre at the university, and of course a delicious video about the university cafes, bars and canteens. If the University of Bristol interests you, and you want to know more about it, we have left links to all these videos in the description. It's going to be interesting. And Jenny and Adil continue to explore the campus.
This building
so this
with
is
columns.
the university as well.
Oh, right, okay.
And although there's a lot of construction work here, we're also right next door to the Royal West England Academy of Art, so that is an art gallery just behind there. So it's actually being redone at the moment, but that is a really fantastic thing to just have on our doorstep, obviously. So if we cross over here...
Okay. So music department of University of Bristol is just over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's one of our really beautiful buildings, as you can see. Really fantastic architecture throughout Bristol. So I don't know if you know, but we're most famous for being a Georgian city. So that's when Bristol got a lot of its wealth in that sort of era.
Yeah.
So a lot of our buildings are renowned for their kind of Georgian architecture.
Well, now let's talk a little bit about an equally important topic, the location of the university.
Jane, how far are you from London?
About an hour and 40 minutes on the train.
On the train, okay.
So very convenient.
It is convenient,
We've also got our own airport.
Yeah, Bristol Airport, yeah.
So you can
But is it international airport?
It is international, mostly Europe.
Okay.
So I used to travel quite a lot to the United States for the university, and I would quite often go from Bristol from Bristol Airport, do a quick change at Schiphol in Amsterdam, and then fly direct from there to New
Amsterdam. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you probably know Amsterdam's a real hub of different kind of flights and things.
Yeah.
It's a huge airport, and as long as Bristol goes there, that's kind of the most important.
It is convenient. And other cities which are near, Cardiff is not so far.
No, Cardiff's about an hour on the bus.
Yeah, but
yeah, so you can get a very, very cheap bus to Cardiff.
yeah. Have you ever been to Cardiff?
So that's obviously a whole other country.
You speak any Welsh?
Deal?
Joke? What does that mean?
That just means thank you.
Yeah, joke. I need to remember that.
The best Welsh word that you'll know, or you might know, is the word for microwave, which is popty ping. It's called popty ping.
Popty ping?
Popty ping.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you get to the centre of Bristol?
Bristol is not on campus university.
So we have a campus as such, but it's right in the heart of the city.
Right in Cardiff.
And so
are we in the centre of the city now?
See, obviously, arguably, the city centre, I would say, is probably down the hill, and that's where the shopping mall is.
Okay.
That's where a lot of the restaurants. But you can easily, I very rarely go in the centre.
The University of Bristol, as Jenny has confirmed, is not a so-called campus university. This means that the university buildings are located all over the city. However, both the university buildings and the city centre are very close to each other, within walking distance. In my opinion, this is great, because the life of students is not limited to the campus, as is often the case in campus universities, but takes place in the heart of the city. Of course, both campus and city universities have their pros and cons. We will gladly tell you about them during your consultation. In the meantime, we have made our way to another part of the University of Bristol.
This is part of the Sociology Politics.
I'm just saying this, you know, the interior with this brickwork, what is it, stonework?
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. I don't think I've seen this before in UK.
Really?
No.
So yeah, you can see each difference a bit different. So, although these are mostly office spaces, you actually could have some teaching in some of these buildings. I used to work in the politics department in that office there, and that does have a lecture theatre downstairs.
Which university did you go to?
So I didn't go to Bristol, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I wish I did.
And what do you do? Politics?
I didn't know, but I used to work in the politics building. So some students will go to buildings like this for maybe their one-to-ones with their academic tutors. So hopefully you might be aware that in the UK, all students generally at university will have one member of academic staff who they turn to if they've got questions, who they will meet with when they first arrive and just kind of settle in, that sort of thing. A lot of social sciences and law. We've also got the psychology building there, which is where they do a lot of experiments and as well as teaching. And at the top, we've got a complex, which again has got a cafe and some of our really large lecture spaces.
Yeah, I can see University of Bristol School of Psychological Science. So it could be psychology and cognitive science as well.
Very interesting layout of the departments. The buildings look rather like old private estates, don't they? A truly English atmosphere. A stone's throw away are modern buildings, such as the sports centre and the physics laboratory. And behind them again, an ancient arch and a Gregorian building, gardens and a library. Look at this, an incredible combination of old and new.
So this is, the main sports centre. We do actually have a very large one, slightly out of the city centre.
I like that.
Pitches.
Can you do that? Here you go, it has to be very sporty.
Yeah, exactly. So we can't actually go in there at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just the main gymnasium. As I said, it was recently transformed. I think over £1 million was invested into the facilities.
£1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see the building is big. Okay, that's great. Oh yeah, it's a 25 meter. Seems 25 meter pool. Yeah.
I'm actually not sure exactly.
Yeah, not sure.
I don't know if it sits on there, but it's just another part that's quite convenient. He has on campus.
Good. And to be able to use this, you need to have a membership or what?
Yeah, it becomes part of. They do different levels of membership.
Yeah.
For the students, depending on what they want to do.
But I think it's a huge bonus that you can come and swim here for leisure, or even you probably have professional swimming too.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's also a career centre nearby, a very important place for students.
Where's the library?
So we will go to the library, but just to very quickly show you, this is the physics laboratory.
Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting for me.
Yeah, well, I think it's
maybe not for Paulina.
We're also going up to the life science building, which was opened in 2014. And it's worth £54 million.
Okay. So even that building,
just the space
looking building. Okay.
So and it's got one of the largest. I think it's got the largest teaching laboratory in Europe.
Can I just say what we were talking about earlier? Career service, because this is an important place for students.
And you will be encouraged to get involved with the career service from day one. So we are very well known.
You can do part-time job, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can foundation students do that too?
Yeah. So we wouldn't encourage you to obviously do too many hours for obvious reasons.
What is this? Ivy Gate. But I have to walk through it. Yeah, that's it.
Sure what the history of that is actually.
It's a very interesting kind of combination of modern
Exactly.
structures and more classical
Yeah.
ones.
So this is the,
As you said, Georgian style.
yeah,
isn't
exactly.
it?
This is the other end of the physics building.
Oh, it's a physics building, okay.
Building we're
right.
going to go up to now.
Okay, so that's where the library is.
It is inside there, yeah.
Wow.
But I think we would be touching it quite fine if we were
Uh-huh.
outside.
Do you know how old is the building?
1925 they finished.
1925. It looks older.
Do, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks such an
Looks like a cathedral.
It does, doesn't it? So it's not just
Some more inflow.
yeah.
I think some of the inflow's in tells you a bit about the building.
About the building, okay. But is it occupied by university or
Oh yeah, this is Bristol Uni, all made for students.
all made for students? Such atmosphere. Student atmosphere.
What is it you're thinking of studying? What is it you're thinking of studying? Sorry? Geography. Oh,
Geography.
just up round the corner. Yeah.
Right.
The geography library is in here.
Oh, is it in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you started geography, you'd be using the library in here.
Well, that's the end of our walk. What did you think of the University of Bristol? Like and subscribe to our channel and our other social networks. Don't forget to watch other episodes and of course write comments and ask us any questions. We'll be sure to answer them. See you in the new video. Bye.
But yeah, lovely to meet you.
Very good
Thank
to
you
meet
so
you, Jen.
much.
Thank you for spending so
Honestly,
much time with us.
Have a really lovely afternoon. Enjoy Bristol, and I hope you get to see the harbour side. It's really worth it.
All right, thank you.
All right,
Bye.
take care.
Bye.
Bye.